it's Shauna from Aurora Yoga, back for another seated yoga practice with you. Short practice today. So we'll get straight into it. Just sitting yourself back into your good hard back chair, resting the 2 feet on the floor, feet about hip width apart, knees hip width apart as well, and then just let the hands rest on the thighs. From there, we're just taking a little breath to sit ourselves up tall, let the eyes close, and we'll start to notice where we feel our breath in our chest. From there then, we'll place one hand onto that belly between belly button and rib cage. Close those eyes again if you've opened them, and just start to notice if you can feel that belly moving onto the hand. If you can, that's good. It means you're taking good deep breaths. If not, no movement, that's okay. We'll start to send that breath right down to the bottom of the ribs, and that'll get the belly just breathing in and lifting up and away. So we'll take a couple of breaths to get us here. And we'll take 2 more breaths before we get started. So slow breath in, slow breath out. Great. We're going to see if we can keep that slow breathing going as we continue the class. And from there, we'll move ourselves forward in the chair, just so we've got a little bit of space between the back of it and between your back, just so you're building a little bit of strength here. Feet are flat on the floor. You can do this in socks if you like. It's best to do it in socks, I find anyway, or bare feet. The knees are hip width apart. And then from there, we're just going to move into our neck stretches. So on your breath in, lifting tall through that chest, and as you breathe out, just tilting the right ear down to the right shoulder. We're going to move with our breath here. So we take a full breath in and out. On our next inhale, we take it back to center. As we breathe out, tilt that left ear to the left shoulder. Inhales, take it back to the center. Breathe out this time, drop your chin down to your chest. Get a wee stretch on the back. And inhale, back to center one last time, turning that head to look up towards the ceiling. And then inhale, taking the head back down. Great. From there, we're going to move into our seated cat-cow. So as we breathe in, we're just going to lift that chest forward, arch the lower back, turn the head to look up towards the ceiling. And then as we breathe out, start to turn that head back down, push the back away, round it as much as you can, head looking down at the legs. So we'll go for another 5 of those. Cat-cow is a really good one for your spine, guys. And you can close your eyes in this one as well and just notice where you feel the stiffness. Maybe at the top or the bottom, maybe everywhere. That can happen too. And 2 more breaths. Great work, guys. Last one. And then breathing in just to lift that chest, sit tall, and we'll just sit with a nice straight back for a couple of breaths. So using those hands on the thighs just to help to draw the body up good and tall. We'll do 1 more breath here. And then from there, we're going to get into these shoulders a little bit more. So on your next breath in, just stretching those arms out good and wide, reaching into the fingers, maybe give them a wee wiggle if you like. And then as you breathe out, give yourself a little hug. So you're reaching the hands around for the shoulders if you can get them. And then we're just going to move from left to right. So just moving the body, trying to keep that head just looking forward. The legs stay still as well. And then remember which hand's on top, because we're going to swap it over now. So on your next breath in, reach those arms out again. This time we're going to turn our palms up. You can't see my hands. I'll move back a bit. So we're going to turn our palms to, you still can't see my hands. Turn those palms face up, and then we're just going to pulse up and down for a couple of breaths. Chest is lifted, we're looking forward. And then as you breathe out, changing the hand that's on top and coming back in for another hug. All right, so from there, moving from left to right again. Just a wee gentle warm up for the spine here. And then we'll bring those elbows to the center of the body. We're going to take a big breath in, and as we breathe out, we're going to tuck our chin down onto our chest. If the elbows and the arms get in the way, just loosen the grip a little, and we're going to sit here for 3 more breaths. So the chin is tucked. We're breathing deep. And 1 more. And as you breathe out, just slowly letting those arms go, coming down just to let them rest on the thighs. From there, we'll give those fingers a little wiggle. We're going to start to get into the arms and into the joints now, just to get them moving. So we'll start by just turning the palms face up. We'll bring the fingertips together, give them a little squeeze as you breathe in, and as you breathe out, we're stretching them apart. So we've done this one before. It's a really good one to do, especially if you're getting arthritis or you have arthritis in the hands. Just important to stretch, and only stretch as far as feels comfortable for you. We'll take another 2. Great. From there, we're going to speed it up a little. So this time we're going to make a fist, and then we're going to stretch those fingers out wide. And then we'll start to make that fist a little bit quicker, stretch the fingers out a little bit quicker too. And we'll go for another couple of seconds here. So don't forget to breathe as well as we're doing this. And then give those wrists a wee shake out. Great. Okay, so from there, we're going to take it into the elbows now. So I'll get you to stretch your right hand out in front of you with the right palm facing up. As you inhale, you're going to take that elbow or the fingers in onto the right shoulder, and as you breathe out, you'll stretch the hands away. So we're going to do that for another, that's 2. Let's go for another 4. Great. Swapping it over to the other side now. So left hand out, palm up. Inhale in, keep that elbow lifted nice and high, and out we go. 4 to go. And then letting that arm come down as well. From there, we're going to bring the 2 hands to the shoulders now. We're going to get a little bit of rotation into them. So let's inhale to lift those elbows up in line with the shoulders, and then we're just going to start to make little circles going forward. Again, making sure the feet stay hip width apart here, and you feel good and strong in that chair. If you like, you can keep the circles small. If you want to make them bigger, go for it. Seeing if you can get those elbows to meet at the front of the body as you take them around in the circle. And whatever size your circle is, we're going to go for another 3, 2, 1. And then lift those elbows back up in line with the shoulders, and we're going to change direction now. So whichever way you were going, you are now going the opposite way. And again, you can keep those circles small or make them as big as you like. The aim here, if you're going big, is to almost think of those shoulder blades meeting at the back as you bring the elbows behind the body. And we'll go for another 3, 2, 1, and relax. Lovely. Let those hands just come down to rest on the thighs now. And from here, we're just going to take a big inhale to lift those shoulders up to the ears. And as we breathe out, press them down to the floor. Let's do that another 2 times. Inhale up, exhale down. Good job, guys. 1 more. Great. And one of my favorite shoulder wee exercises now. We're going to take an inhale to lift those shoulders, and then as we breathe out, if you like, just let them drop. Let's go for another 2 of those. So you can either move slow or just let it go. Great. Okay, so from there, we're going to take our right hand straight out in front of us now, palm facing towards the left. As we breathe out, we're just going to slowly move that right hand just across to the left side of the body. From there, we're going to take our left hand either above or below the elbow and just help that right arm just a little bit further across the body. So it should stay, the arm should stay in line with the shoulder if you can keep it there. If you can't, just come out of it just a little, and then from there, you can turn the head to look over that right shoulder. So we'll go for 4 breaths here. Good strong stretch for the shoulder blades now. One more breath in. And then as you breathe out, just letting those arms come back down. You can give the shoulders a wee shrug back and forward if you like, and then we'll swap it to the other side. So left arm out, palm facing to the right. Take it over to the right side of the body, right hand above or below that elbow, and then take it a bit closer to the body. Sitting good and tall, and then if you like, as you breathe out, you can turn that head to look over the left shoulder. You can close the eyes here as well if you like, guys. I always find you feel that stretch just a little bit more if you do. One more breath in. And then as we breathe out, letting that left arm back down and giving those shoulders a wee shrug. Great. So we're coming to our peak pose now, our eagle arms. So just making sure that the feet are flat on the floor. You've got that hip width distance between the knees. We're going to take our 2 hands out from the shoulders this time. I'll swing myself sideways so you can see. And then from there, we're just going to bend those elbows. Try to keep the elbows up in line with the shoulders if you can. Bring the hands together and then see if you can bring those elbows together as well while still keeping them up in line with the shoulders. Tougher than it looks. All right, so if there's a wee space, that's okay. But wherever you are, we're going to inhale, see if we can lift those shoulders, and we're going to do another 3 breaths here, guys, okay? So slow in, slow out. If you need to, as you breathe out, you can let those elbows come down and apart a little, give yourself a wee break. And then on your inhale, lift and together. One more breath in. And then as we breathe out, we'll slowly take those arms apart, give those shoulders a wee shrug, and we're going to do that another time. All right, guys, so if you're ready, if you like, bringing those hands back up, bending them in, hands and elbows together. So we'll stay for 4 breaths in this one. Pull the belly in towards the spine if you need to. Inhale to lift. Try to keep them up there as you breathe out, but letting those elbows down if you need the wee break. 2 more breaths. One more. And then breathing out slowly, slowly, letting those arms come down. Back of the hands onto the thighs, and we'll roll those shoulders backwards and forwards a couple of times. All right, from there, just bringing the hands together. We're going to push them away from us now and just feel that stretch on the back and tuck the chin down onto the chest. Let's take 4 breaths here. And again, you can close those eyes if you like. And then breathing out, letting those hands come down. Great. Okay, so just a few more little poses to go now, guys. First one, we're going to take the hands just down at the sides. We'll reach right arm up and overhead first. Inhale to reach into the fingers. As we breathe out, we're just going to tilt it very slightly to the left. Left hand is going to come into the middle of that right thigh just to anchor us into place here. So we're going to take a couple of breaths. The head's just looking forward. We're going to see if we can press down into that right side of the glute, or the bum, right side of the bum, and just reach those fingers right up to the ceiling. So we'll go for 2 more breaths here. And then breathe out, letting that hand come down. and we'll swap it to the other side. So left hand up and overhead, reach into the fingers. As we breathe out, just tilt it to the right. Right hand coming into the middle of that left thigh and then pressing down into that left leg. Reaching up a little higher. So we're not aiming to go across here, we're actually aiming to go up. You'll feel it more down the whole side of that left body. We'll take another 2 breaths. And then as we breathe out, back down we come. Great. So we're going to finish with a little seated sun salutation today. So we'll bring the hands to the heart. Again, if the feet have kind of come together or the knees have fallen together, we're just stepping them out hip width apart, feet flat to the floor. We're away from the back of our chair. And then just as we inhale, we'll reach those arms up and overhead, stretch into the fingers, lift out of the hips, maybe look up for a little back bend. Breathe out, hands coming down to the heart. Tuck the chin to the chest if you like. And then inhale, take those arms out wide, maybe taking them behind the body if you like, looking up if you like, or looking straight ahead. And then using your exhale to bring those hands back together, tucking the chin to the chest. We're going to go for 2 more of those. So inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, arms out. Exhale, hands together. Last one. Inhale up. Breathe out and down. And inhale, arms wide, stretching back behind the body. Breathe out. Hands together, tucking chin to chest. Great. When you're ready then, guys, just letting those hands come down to rest on the thighs. From there, we're going to shuffle the body back so that our back is tucked against that chair and we feel good and secure. And then we're just going to lift the chest, let those eyes close, and we're going to finish with 5 of our belly breaths again. So if you want to, you can pop that hand again back between belly button and rib cage, and then we're going to let our eyes close. Just coming back in to notice where you feel the breath in the chest. And hopefully you can feel it right down to the bottom of the ribs now after those that focus that we've done on the breathing with the movements. If you haven't, don't worry, it takes practice. So we've definitely done at least our 5 breaths there. We're going to go for 3 more. Last slow breath in and slow breath out. From there, we bring our hands together at the heart. Maybe give the chin our last wee tuck down onto our chest, last little stretch into the back of the neck. And then from there, we just bow that head a little and we say namaste. So guys, that's you done for another class, and we'll see you again in the next one. Thanks for joining me. Bye.